Hey there, Horizon family. It's your host, David Cummings, for today's daily devotional. We'll be reading out of chapter 11, verses 1 through 10 today from the book of Isaiah. But first, kids, I want to ask you this question. Have you ever thought to yourself what would happen if you put together a cat and a mouse together? Do you think they'd start fighting? Or I wonder, what would happen if you were to put maybe, let's say, a dog and a cat together? What would happen? Or adults, maybe think to yourself, what would happen if you're in the same room with someone with completely different opposing political views, or they just don't seem to see things the same way? Anyway, keep that in mind as we read our passage today again in chapter 11, verse 1 through 10 in the book of Isaiah. Jesse's family is like a tree that has been cut down. A new little tree will grow from its stump. From its roots, a branch will grow and produce fruit. The Spirit of the Lord will rest on that branch. The Spirit will help him to be wise and understanding. The Spirit will help him make wise plans and carry them out. The Spirit will help him know the Lord and have respect for him. The branch will take delight in respecting the Lord. He will not judge things only by the way they look. He won't make decisions based simply on what people say. He will always do what is right. When he judges those who are in need, he'll be completely fair. When he makes decisions about poor people, when he commands that people be punished, it will happen. When he orders that evil people be put to death, it'll take place. He will put on godliness as if it were his belt. He'll wear faithfulness around his waist. Wolves will live with lambs. Leopards will lie down with goats. Calves and lions will eat together, and little children will lead them around. Cows will eat with bears, their little ones will lie down together, and lions will eat straw like oxen. A baby will play near a hole where cobras live. A young child will put its hands into a nest where poisonous snakes live. None of those animals will harm or destroy anything or anyone on my holy mountain or Zion. The oceans are full of water. In the same way, the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the Lord. At that time, here is what the man who is called the root of Jesse will do. He will be like a banner that brings nations together. They will come to him, and the place where he rules will be glorious. Now this week we're covering the hope that we have in Jesus during this Advent season. And I want you to think back to that picture of that cat and the mouse, or maybe the different political views, or someone who doesn't seem to see things the same way as you. I'm just grateful that in Jesus we can find hope. That when Jesus comes again, that he's going to bring nations, he's going to bring people together of all views, and that there's going to be peace. Unlike what you might imagine of a cat and mouse chasing after one another, or a cat pouncing and going after the mouse, I can be grateful and I can find peace in the fact that knowing that when Jesus comes again, that we can find peace and that we can find hope in knowing that he's coming again. Maybe you can think about that today, and just knowing that we have hope in Jesus, knowing that he's going to come again, things are going to be okay, and that there will be peace. Be blessed today.